yeah, it's Thor Die Cow, and it's this week on Blu-ray and DVD. Welcome back to another thrilling edition, and we start with possibly the best Marvel movie ever. We're talking Captain America, the Winter Soldier. And yes, Chris Evans returns as Cap, and this one follows the events of the Avengers, and Captain America is chilling out in Washington, basically trying to adjust to modern life, but there's a whole new set of threats. Take a look.
Most of the intelligence community doesn't believe he exists. The ones that do call him the Winter Soldier. He's a ghost. You'll never find him.
Such a wonderful movie, not only for the action set pieces, but it was probably the best written of these Marvel movies and the most skillfully directed, courtesy of Anthony and Joe Russo. The brothers team up for this one. It plays out like an old school spy thriller, and the Winter Soldier is such a great villain. They tease him so well for the next Captain America. I'm not giving away too much there, but this is such a great self-contained movie. And after all the busyness and the mayhem of the Avengers, this one really felt like it was sort of pared down, more of a story that could focus on characters, because Nick Fury and Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, Samuel L. Jackson, Scarlett Johansson's characters, I felt in all the other movies, they were basically just sort of in there to sort of help the rest of the team. But this one, they really get to establish who they are, a little bit more about their origins, and they just have some great moments of conversation mixed in with the action, the tension. There's a whole sort of conspiracy that has to do with S.H.I.E.L.D. and the group basically imploding in on itself. So Captain America, the Winter Soldier, my favorite Marvel movie, I think, so far, loaded with bonus features. So get the Blu-ray right now. It looks so good. Mwah. Okay, next we're talking about the sort of indie field drama, The Double. And this made the rounds at the film festivals. It debuted at TIFF last year. It's from director Richard Ayoade. And basically, Jesse Eisenberg is a guy who works in an office kind of down on his luck. Things get turned awry when his doppelganger shows up. Check this out.
I'd like to introduce everyone to our newest co-worker. Please welcome James Simon.
Have you spoken
Bam! How do you like that for mind-blowingness? Now, this movie is really reminiscent of Terry Gilliam's Brazil. Such a brilliant film. Jesse Eisenberg playing dual roles here in just a wonderful performance. And you've got Mia Wasikowska, who's excellent in the movie as well. And it's inspired by Dostoevsky's novella of the same name. It's a dark comedy, and it's sort of a funny and frightening story at the same time. So it's laden with pathos, but it's still very funny how much this guy actually goes through and how his one persona is completely ignored by everyone in the office, and then when his double shows up, he's basically the life of the party. He's Mr. Charming, everybody loves him, and the way they sort of balance that out is so good. I love this movie. It has such a great feel to it, such a great look that was captured wonderfully, and just an awesome screenplay. And Wallace Shawn, you can't beat him either. So The Double, one of the best films of the year. Get it now. All right, we're moving on to other news in the Star Trek universe, and set your phasers to stun, because this might make a good gift. The Star Trek Compendium. Get a load of this. Yes, for the first time ever, J.J. Abrams' global sensations Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness together in one set. You get 4 Blu-ray discs with both films in sparkling high def, the IMAX version of Star Trek Into Darkness, along with previously unreleased footage and bonus material, never before seen footage of Star Trek Into Darkness, including a gag reel and behind-the-scenes featurettes. So, you know, you may have these movies separately, or you may have them on DVD. This is your chance to get it loaded with bonus features, because each movie has its own accompanying bonus disc loaded with making of featurettes and, as I said, the gag reel. So get them together for the first time on Blu-ray in stunning high def, the Star Trek Compendium. We're talking TV now for a few titles, and we start with Homeland Season 3. Now, a lot of people told me that this season jumped a shark. I don't think so, and some people even said that it was a little bit boring. I have to disagree, though, because I think it really ratcheted up the tension. There was a lot more focus on character and story. It had some low moments, but the season finale was so action-packed and thrilling. I had to love it. So Carrie and Saul are searching for the truth behind the CIA bombing, the headquarters there, and the line sort of start getting blurred between friend and foe. Now, Claire has this own secret that she's hiding. She helps recruit Brody, offering him a chance at redemption. But then he gets sort of targeted in Iran, and he puts his life in Carrie's hands once plans start to unravel. So the suspenseful and shocking season finale really brought this one home for me and really grounded it. So not quite as good maybe as season 1 and 2, but I still really enjoy where they're going with Homeland. This one was a much more sort of emotional, dramatic arc, but still love that show. Great things happening. Damian Lewis and Claire Danes. Can't go wrong with them. Okay, next, this is another TV show coming out. Season 1 of, speaking of Marvel, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And inexplicably, Coulson is back. We all love him, but he is such a wonderful addition to this universe, and he really leads the charge in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Check it out.
And what does that mean to you?
It means someone really wanted our initials to spell out S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm clearance level 6. I know that Agent Coulson was killed in action before the battle in New York.
Welcome to level 7.
Oh, no, you didn't. Yeah, Agent Coulson's back. Now, there's all kinds of great twists and turns in this one, and it was really brilliant how they did it, because the weekend that Captain America 2 came out, the next episode of this show had basically followed the events of that film. So they really rely on you, sort of eating up all of the Marvel properties and taking it all in. And I like how they sort of streamline it all together. It's brilliant what they're doing here with Marvel and merging the TV with the movies. So they're investigating new and strange phenomenon from all over the world. They're asking questions like, who is the clairvoyant? What is Hydra's master sinister plan? And what is the dark secret lying behind Sky's puzzling origins? And of course, most importantly of all, this is what Captain America 2 touched on as well. Who can be trusted? A recurring theme in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Get season 1 on Blu-ray and DVD now. Finally, we leave you with a comic classic 40 years later. Young Frankenstein, and what a cast in this one. Mel Brooks behind the camera, directing comedy icons Gene Wilder, Peter Boyle, Cloris Leachman, Marty Feldman, Terry Garr, and the lovely Madeline Kahn in the outrageous riff on Mary Shelley's classic story of Frankenstein. This was nominated... Oh man, Gene Wilder, so good. Nominated for 2 Academy Awards, 2 Golden Globes, and more than 40 years later, stands the test of time. It's ranked lucky number 13 on the AFI's list of top 100 funniest films. First time ever on Blu-ray. Get it, it looks stunning, and there's lots of wonderful bonus features. Still funny to this day. Peter Boyle, a formidable Frankenstein's monster. And love that Gene Wilder. That's it, people. I'm Thor Dykow. You can check me out on Twitter. Let me know what you thought of these titles, and if you have any recommendations, at Thor Dykow. See you next week on BreakfastTelevision.ca.